We just had balance changes a couple days ago, and Royal Champion has found her way to the top. Before we hop in, we have some gold keys to claim, and let's see if we can roll and get either Chompy or Decoy Adept. We have 5 golden keys to work with here. I'm not holding my breath for it, honestly, but hey, you never know. We've had stream luck before, but let's see if we can pull it off. Come on, we have some gold keys. We had 2 more. Don't make me go all the way to 80. Please don't make me go all the way to 80. Oh, this is green. This is not looking good. We are getting some fragments, though. I'm okay with getting some fragments. Oh! No way! It's Chompy! It's Chompy! Let's go! No freaking way. I can't. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we'll cover Chompy in a future video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a Chompy deck. Alright. And so here we go, kicking it off with the World Champion. And now there's 3 variations of this deck that we're going to be playing with. So, I'm going to showcase with Giant, with Hog Rider, and with Mega Knight. They all 3 work, and we're going to talk about the strategies that you want to be on the lookout for with those specifically. So, round 1, definitely got to go with the Giant. Giant gets plus 15 bonus HP per round he is active on the board, so getting your Giant down in the first round is going to be absolutely crucial. Now, the only exception to this is if you happen to start the game off with Royal Champion in your shop. If you get Royal Champion in your shop, definitely upgrade the Royal Champion with the 3rd upgrade, because you want to make sure that you are not going to be missing out on future opportunities to get the boast ability with the Royal Champion. So that is the only exception. If you're playing with Giant round 1, must play. Next, what you're going to be doing is you're going to grab your Giant Skeleton, your Guard, and the Villager. So this is the setup you typically want to go with. You want to go with the Giant Skeleton in the front. Let's actually sell this so we can get another one. We don't really need to upgrade Giant Skeleton. The reason you want to go with the Giant Skeleton upgrade is because you're going to be able to get that bonus damage with the Undead. So Undead gives you plus 2 damage to enemy heroes. So when you're getting damage onto your enemy heroes, that plus 2 is going to be a huge help, especially when you're going up against high damage base units. Now, he was able to get his boast early, so this could actually cause a problem for us, because now he's already up to 5 stacks, I believe, which is, I wish you could see how many stacks they have, but we're going to be rolling through. Let's grab our Villager here. We're going to go with the attack damage, and then honestly, because he's already on a tear, I'm going to risk it and actually throw my Royal Champion on to Devil's Deal. Let's see if we can also get the upgrade for our Royal Champion so we can start getting boast as well. And we're gonna go to with the KO upgrade for the Guard here to hopefully help out a little bit. Now, he's probably gonna end up playing Prince if he's playing the same exact deck that we are, he's probably gonna end up going with the Prince onto his onto our Royal Champion. So we definitely got to make sure we're going to be getting some value here. Royal Champion getting the stacks. So now not only is Royal Champion getting her plus 10, this is absolutely crazy. Okay, I want to play Prince here because I need to body block ours to try to get the KO. Normally, I would say we're going to throw Prince up front. Normally, I would say go for the Villager upgrade, but because we're in this particular situation, and then I'm also going to be saving our 2 elixir. If we need to, we can upgrade the Guard later. I'm not too concerned about it, but I want to make sure we're protecting our Royal Champion. And it's the bowler. Oh my gosh, it's the bowler. Wow, that is actually so much better for us. Oh no. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, don't get the chain, Royal Champion. Don't get the chain. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Oh, the shield from the Guard. What is happening in this video? The first Chompy and now the shield from the Guard to clutch a victory. Oh man. All right, here we go. Game 2. This time we got the Hog Rider. Yes, so Hog Rider is going to be in place of the Giant. Everything else is going to be staying the same. So when you don't have Giant, obviously you don't have to be forced to play anything in round 1. But what I like to do is I tend to like to go with the Giant Skeleton and the Villager and then try to re-roll. And if we don't get the Royal Champion upgrade, then all is fine. You still have the giant skeleton and the villager. If you don't get villager, it's okay to throw the guard down because, again, you get that +2 damage to enemy hero. So that's going to be a huge help. So that is also a completely solid option if you need to go with the giant skeleton and the guard. And then, of course, if you don't get the giant skeleton, then go with villager and guard. And you're bound to get one of those combos at least. But I personally like to go giant skeleton and the villager. So then next up, I like to go with the guard, and hopefully we don't get Royal Champion upgrade. So what we'll do here is I'm actually going to sell this guard so that way we have a slot open. And then what I want to go first is I think I want to go, because he's playing Wave Master, I think I want to go with the +3 HP, because Wave Master is not super tanky. And in this case, he's going to be dashing back to our Royal Champion. So we don't really want to be in a situation where his Wave Master is going to be able to deal some damage to our Royal Champion. We want to make sure that our Royal Champion is going to be able to keep her health up. If they're playing like Barbarian King, where it was more focused onto the front line, then I would go for the attack buff on the villager first. So let's do this. We are looking at match point. He's probably holding to see what we have. So now we're going to go for the attack damage, and then I'd really like my Royal Champion now. There we go. All right, let's grab that boast. So we're going to go with the boast for the Royal Champion. We have the double upgrade onto our villager, so we're looking like we're in a pretty good spot. And then we also have the Hog Rider and the Prince saved for our backline pressure, which will help us out quite a bit. All right, and ooh, he's going with the Princess immediately. Okay, so he's going to get the +2 energy buff because of the C bonus. Giant Skeleton Bomb is going to go off. Royal Champion is taking some damage. He does have the anti-heal on the Princess. Oh my gosh, the burn effect is there too. Is Princess going to be able to clean us up? Okay, so now what we're going to do, we do have the Hog Rider available. We can go with the Hog in this row right here, so we're able to hit the Princess and the Archer. That is going to be huge for us. So we're going to go with the stun, and then ideally we don't get the Hog Rider. I was hoping we got another Hog Rider so that way we could go with the +10 HP, but that's not the case. So I think we do want to go with the KO deals 25 damage. We'll get that extra damage with the Giant Skeleton KO. He's going to be going with the Hog Rider himself. And it looks like he's only hitting our World Champion, which that is perfectly fine if you ask me. Giant Skeleton Bomb, not going to get triggered just yet. Oh, the arrow's coming down. Oh, the anti-heal's there. Giant Skeleton Bomb's going to go off. Princess is going to... Oh my gosh. Come on. No. Oh no. It's so much damage. Oh, come on. All right. What we need to do now, I think we need to put our Prince to the back line also. So we need, I think we need Hog Rider and Prince. That's what we need. Okay, we get the Hog and we get the Prince. Let's deal 2 times damage to stun. And we're going to risk it for the biscuit, and we're going to go with this. Oh, I actually have... Let's go with the guard KO then. I didn't think I was going to have the elixir, but I did. Please don't play anything on the right-hand side. Okay, it doesn't play anything on the right-hand side. Prince is going to dash back. Hog Rider is going to dash back. We're going to be able to get some good damage onto the Princess. World Champion is going to be able to clean up right there. World Champion shield. Let's go. We do. Oh, come on, World Champion. Yes, there it is. GG. So even with the Princess, we were able to get the takedown with the Hog Rider Prince RC combo. So I know earlier I did say Mega Knight, but I'm actually thinking, because this is after the balance changes, because before the balances I put in Mega Knight for Giant, but I actually think because of the balance changes, Pekka did get a pretty decent buff. So I think Pekka might actually be better, and it also has the Specialist synergy, which pairs well with the Villager, because the Villager is the only unit in the deck right now that has the Specialist class. So when going with the Pekka, you will be able to get that Specialist class buff, which will negate all negative effects to Specialists for every 6 seconds. So I think that's actually a pretty solid amount. And can also be pretty helpful maybe when going up against things like Skeleton King here. So again, we do have that Specialist class, so I think we want to grab our Pekka right here. And again, the Specialist should add all negative effects. This way the Pekka won't get stunned and the Villager won't get stunned, so those are huge help. So I think we're going to toss our Pekka down right here. Let's go with our Giant Skeleton. And you know what? Actually, I think we're going to sell this Pekka, and we're going to go with the villager instead. I probably could have tried to reroll a little bit quicker if I had made the decision, get our villager upgraded and do that. Because again, getting that villager upgraded, again, with that attack bonus, because we are going up against Skeleton King, which means he's not going to be able to get as much damage off quickly. World Champion is going to start getting some damage through. We are going to be able to win this round and get 3 KOs with our World Champion, which is going to be a huge amount. So that is a very solid bonus for us there. And let's see. Okay, so now what we want to do is we do have enough. We're going to go with our Pekka here. So we'll put the Pekka back there. And then we're going to go with the villager upgrade. We're going to get that +1 attack damage. And then I think I'm going to hold off here because I don't really want to focus on spending on the guard just yet, because we might want to upgrade our Pekka depending on if they have extra tanks or anything like that. Or if they have an Electro Wizard coming in the back, then we want to go with the Unstoppable onto our Pekka. So that way we can try to negate as many negative effects onto our Pekka, so she's able to ramp up and get a ton of damage. He is going to go with the +4 damage and 2 energy steal to isolated enemies, but that's not going to be that big of a deal because the only energy-based unit that we have right now is going to be this World Champion, and she is now, in fact, no, she's not isolated. Villager came over just in time, and boom, there it is. We're able to clutch up a round 3 victory and push match point in round 4. So let's see if we can come up with the dub here. We're going to be going with that bonus. And then I think what I want to do actually is knock this Skeleton King back with our Prince. Normally, I wouldn't say bring out the Prince this early, but because he's going with that isolation and the skeleton, giant skeleton is getting taken down right before the Skeleton King goes into its revived state, it actually brings the Royal Champion forward. So I want to make sure that his units are knocked back, and that way we have as much space between his units and our Royal Champion as possible. I'm going to be going with the Hog Rider here. Hog Rider not going to be able to get the stun onto our Royal Champion, and we're going to be able to get some insane value right here. So Giant Skeleton Bomb is going to go off. We're going to get some extra damage onto the Skeleton King, and now everyone's going to be moving forward, and there's a World Champion. Villager does come back, and we are going to be able to get a quick, clean 3-0. So these are Royal Champion variations that you can play depending on where you're at in the game, with the Giant, with the Hog Rider, and with the Pekka.